Hey everybody, how's it going today? Welcome to another video. And today I'm going to be going over a Kittl workflow. So I'm going to be designing 3 shirts and let's just get started. I'm over here in Merchant Farmer and I'm going to type in the keyword Thanksgiving. We're to make Thanksgiving shirts. And here I am just looking for a low competition keyword that I can use. So once I find that, I'm just going to go over to ChatGPT and then we're going to paste it in there. You also want to make sure it's not trademarked as well. And in ChatGPT, we're going to be creating some t-shirt slogans. So you just want to put in what are 10 copyright-free Celebrate Thanksgiving t-shirt slogans. And it'll give you a list of 10. The next thing you want to do is just copy those over. And you go back onto Merchant Farmer. And we're going to go onto trademarks. And we're going to paste all of them in there. We're going to check to make sure that all of these are okay to use. And instead of deleting the quotes one by one around each slogan, it's faster to just go to ChatGPT and have them generate them for you without the quotes. So that's what we're doing right here. I just copy those over, paste them to Merchant Farmer. And then we're going to hit Save Next. And we want to make sure we hit Check Trademarks. And we also want to hit Refresh so we could update that. And everything looks good. It seems to have duplicated some keywords, but I'll go ahead and just delete them later. And I also like to copy these phrases over onto my notes off to the side so I can have the t-shirt slogans ready while I'm designing. So I already did the first 5, so I'm going to be doing 6, 7, and 8 today. So now we're going on over to Kittl and new project. POD presets, merch on Amazon design. And we paste a keyword into the name title and then we made the background black. We're going to insert some text and then make it to white. Let's go ahead and zoom in and then expand that text to make it larger. Just centered our text and we pasted our t-shirt slogan in there. And just reposition the text on the background. And now we're going to find a different font that looks good with the slogan. I'm a really big fan of these adventure fonts, so I'm going to go with adventure number 6. And if you want to, you could play around with the transformation. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Custom, distort, circle, angular. You go ahead and play around with these, see which one looks good. I'm going to go ahead and just keep it normal today. And I'm actually just going to increase the letter spacing just a little bit. Now it's time to choose a element. So I'm just going to type Thanksgiving into the search bar and see what we could come up with. I'm liking the turkey a lot. I'm just going to see if we can find a better one. Let's just center that. And I don't think there's much else we can do to this one. I think this one looks pretty good just as is. We're just going to go ahead and export it and save it onto our drive. So download design. Make sure to remove background, optimize quality, and we want the PNG. Now that this one's done, we can get started on our next one. Some shirts are pretty simple to make. Some are a little bit more complicated. I'm happy with the way this one came out. So now getting started on our next t-shirt slogan. Feast mode engage. We're going to go ahead and copy it. And then we're going to bring it on over to Kittl. I'm actually going to look in the template to see if there's anything we could use for this one. And just a reminder, if you have the Pro account, you get access to everything in here. And if you export it, there's no watermarks. So I highly recommend the Pro account as it's really useful for print on demand. And if you want to check that out, check in the description below for a link. I'm going to try this one out. So let's go ahead and paste the slogan in the title. Make sure it's copied. And another thing we want to do is increase the dimensions of the background. Using the Amazon ones, which is 4500 by 5400. Want to make sure you trim view and then confirm. And now we're just going to enlarge this graphic and then center it. Looks good. Now I'm just going to edit this text, and we want to put in our t-shirt slogan in there. I went ahead and then reduced the line spacing so it could fit a little bit better. That looks good. And since this has a texture, you want to make sure you hit clip content. Otherwise, it'll just show a square section on your t-shirt with a lot of the background texture over it, which isn't too good. You want to just clip it to only be over the elements. Now we're going to see if we could replace this turkey in the middle. Let's try this one out. This one doesn't look too bad. Gonna see if I could fit it a little bit better into the orange circle in the background. I'm gonna try this one out as well. In my opinion, this one doesn't fit as well into the background circle as the other one does. And the same story with this one. This one doesn't look as good as the first one. So I think we're just going to go back to the first one. Yeah, sometimes when you're choosing out clip art, you want to make sure you don't just settle for the first one. Just go ahead and just keep on looking and see if you can find anything better. This design is looking a little bit busy, so I'm going to delete some of the leaves around and reposition them. Just get that centered. And I'm going to do the same with the top and bottom leaves. I just went ahead and made these little leaves smaller on the side. That way it doesn't look too crammed up next to the title. It's looking a little bit better. Now, if we're happy with our design, you can go ahead and export it. You want to make sure you put the DPI to 300, remove background, optimize quality and PNG. And once you get that saved onto your drive, we can go ahead and start with the next one. Next slogan, eat, drink, and give thanks. So we're going to copy that and then bring it over to Kittl again. I'm just going to go ahead and see if there's any other templates that would look good for a t-shirt design. And I ended up just making this one from scratch. So we just create a new project and same process all over again. I just gave it a black background. And this time I'm going to see if we could find a font that'll look good for this design. And just make that to white and then increase the size. After we reposition it, we could paste in the text and just play around with the combinations of the fonts. Let's make this a one-liner, just increase the width and then center it. And I think it looked better in the previous font, so I'm gonna have to revert this one back to the previous font. We just hit Command Z a couple times. So I'm gonna see if I could find something in the elements. Enhance the design of this t-shirt. This design is going to be mostly title heavy. I don't want it to be graphic heavy. Since we have pretty nice font, let's go ahead and take advantage of that and put emphasis on that. So I'm just looking for a small accent that I can add to help accentuate the font. And ended up going with these leaves. So I'm going to position one on the left and then copy it and bring it on over to the right side. And then we could hit right click and then flip horizontal. And we can also group them together. Select both of them and hit Command G or group. Now we can select both of them and then center them both at the same time, just around the title. And once it's good, you can just download it just like you downloaded the other designs. And we're going to go ahead and mock this one up as well. So just hit mock up at the top right. This is how it looks like on the black t-shirt. It looks pretty good. And Kittl's mockup software is really great. It looks really realistic. So I'm going to download the t-shirt mockup and then I'm going to select a person to model the shirt on the left right after. And what's great about the Kittl AI software for mockups is that you could change the shirt color and you can move the logo around. And the logo will look really realistic. It'll conform to any shadows that there are on the shirts or any creases or bends on the shirts. The design will also mimic those contours or shadows, so it looks really realistic. So once we're happy with that, we just download that as well. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.